Recently, I followed a group of tourist guide trainees on practical training in Tanjung Datuk National Park. It was indeed an eye-opener. For those who are interested to become a tourist guide or to visit Tanjung Datuk National Park, do watch on. The group consists of a course coordinator, 2 trainers and 21 trainees, plus a guest and me.
The requirement for the tour guide to join this tour guide course is number 1, as long they are fit, don't have the age limit, like 60 years old also can, as long they want to do the guiding. Okay, because not only you can do the tour and trekking in the forest, but you can also do heritage walk, city tour, semenggoh, a simple tour, but require also a tour guide. Okay, and then number 3, for those who have the 6 passes in SPM, CJ Pelajaran Malaysia, then they can also join this course. If they have degree or diploma qualified from MQA, also they can join this course. However, for those who doesn't have this education qualification, normally if they have experience working in the tourism industry before, then we need a testimonial letter from that travel agent saying that person already being experienced in this industry. Then we can help them to arrange for the interview with the Ministry of Tourism Malaysia. Well, as far as I know, in Kuala Lumpur they have a lot of centers. In Sarawak we only have one, which is only at SATT College.
Oh.
In Sabah we have 2 institutes to conduct this course.
And for Sarawak, is it only for local Sarawakians only?
Only for local Sarawakian.
First of all, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
So, itinerary for today, the bus will leave Kuching at, we are 10 minutes late. Hopefully to reach Matan at 9:30 or just before 10.
You do have your own confidence, and of course when you want to be a tour guide, you got to be ready.
I actually studied in Unimas. I majored in Masters in Linguistics. I used to work as a lecturer, both in private and also public university as a part-timer.
Saya berasal dari Sarawak. Saya major study saya public management. Saya juga pernah belajar dalam diploma accountancy.
Telok Melano, kilometer 0 of the Pan-Borneo Highway. It is the starting point to Tanjung Datuk National Park.
我以前我的大学其实是在心理学的。
Saya berkhidmat di dalam Kota Tentera selama 22 tahun ya.
So today, as I was in a travel agent, I must be a guide too, to present, to promoting my Sarawak well.
I'm currently a breakout driver.
There are 2 ways to go to the national park: a 1 to 2 hours hike or a 15 minutes boat ride. It is 1,379 hectares and gazetted on 13th May 1994.
And growing up, I have always loved nature, animals.
In the past 22 years, I'm career path 14 years. 14 years I work in manufacturing. Okay, I'm from engineer, promote to executive, assistant manager, and then the final position is factory manager. After 2015, I step into tourism industry. Okay, currently I'm working with Sarawak River Cruise.
然后机缘巧合之下，我的前老板介绍我这个旅游课程、导游课程，所以我就想抱着一个试试看的心情来报名读这个课程。
After my secondary school, I went to Swinburne University, and I studied for 4 years there. Graduated with majors of commerce accounting degree, and after that I went to work at an audit firm for like around 4 years.
My name is May, and I'm from the UK. I'm from
A real
Wales.
tourist was invited along to give an authentic feel for the trainees when they do their practical.
6 years now at university, and I'm studying to become I've studied to become a doctor. So I've just become one.
And here we are, Tanjung Datuk National Park. Consists of a narrow reach of rugged forest-covered hills, fringed with pristine white sand beaches. This is the westernmost tip of Sarawak. One of the most interesting attractions here is the turtle landings. This accommodation looks very comfortable. Oops, sorry, it's not for us. Instead, we were given a choice of sleeping in here or in tents which we have to pitch on our own. Guess what was my choice? This is the park's information center. A compulsory briefing on the do's and the don'ts by the park ranger.
Jadi untuk lampu, untuk pantai, kalau dapat jangan tu point pergi pantai lah. Sebab penyu sensitif dengan lampu, takutnya naik, setelahnya kena lampu, dia akan turun balik.
We had a snake whisperer among the trainees. This little snake was trying to crawl into one of the tents when it was caught and released into the forest. Practical training in the forest was about to begin.
It's called a lowland mixed deep trockup forest. As a guide, we must explain. We must have prop like this one. So the word deep trockup comes from three Greek words. D pitron carpus. D means two, pitron means wing, carpus means fruit. Two wing fruit, but not necessarily two wings. There are 2 wings, 3 wings, 4 wings, 5 wings. 5 wings is the maximum. These usually, the deep trockup trees are big trees, so they disperse their seed by wind. When we bring the visitors, we must have a way to tell the visitors, not scientific way, in a way that is a kind of storytelling. Those people who came overseas, the visitors, they don't want to know what you can find in the internet. They want to hear what our experience on the trees. Before we enter, every one of you, those of you who have never been here before, the first time, you must get this. Put it on your forehead.
All obediently followed the instruction.
Everyone. To show the spirit that we are.
Once ready, they went to the Pasir Antu Laut Trail.
Alright.
There are 4 trails in the national park. Pasir Antu Laut Trail is 2.7 kilometers long. The group would stop at places of interest to discuss what to do as a guide.
Why? This is a very important tree in the rainforest. If the other trees are not flowering, you can find this flowering individual at different times. So, without this Kayora tree, many of the birds and small animals will become extinct. Very important tree in the rainforest. And There are many spiritual beliefs associated with it.
As the trainees are experienced people, they actively contributed to the sessions.
Orang-orang Dayak pada ketika dulu tempat hantu diam, tempat permainan hantu.
Yeah.
Sebab itu kalau terdapat pokok ini di sekitar jalan, biasa orang akan mengelak. Yang selalu kelihatan itu yang berambut panjang dan akan menakutkan orang yang lalu lalang di sekitar jalan. Itu menurut kepercayaan orang Dayak pada zaman dulu.
Tampa means slap, hantu means devil, slapped by the devil, because the branches they contain a lot of spine. So if you are hit by the branches, your face becomes disfigured and it resemble a devil. So this tree very important in the rainforest because the timber is very good for indoor. Okay, now this is important, very important. If you walk in the forest and you are thirsty, can we drink this water?
No.
Why not?
Stagnant.
Is it safe to wash your hands, your feet?
Safe. Because we have water strider here. Water strider means it's safe for not consume, only for wash hand.
Yeah.
Because of this water strider.
During the dry season, you
Woman
don't get
thing.
water. You
That's
get
woman
stagnant
thing.
water. Stagnant water, that means the animal come to drink, and the animal carry human disease.
A fantastically beautiful liana deserve more
Pokok
explanation.
aktif, dia lilit habis pokok sampai mati. Tengok. You see, pokok ni masih mati kat ni.
Oh, dalam ada.
Ya, sampai dekat atas. Kamu tengok dekat atas. Dan saya mau tambah lagi yang Kak Edward cakap tadi tu. Pokok ni kalau sesat di hutan, dia akan tunjuk jalan keluar. Pergi dekat ujung dia sekali, dia akan tunjuk jalan keluar. Mesti sampai ke sungai, mesti sampai dekat muara.
100 years ago, where head hunting happens in Borneo.
Many anecdotes shared by the trainers during the hike.
That happens to be running away from the other side, whereby we call it Kalimantan. So they escaped here. As they were tired, they take shelter in one of the forests. One of the leader happened to lean on the tree, and then was feel exhausted. Whereby later on, he got some message from the word of God that mentioned that he should make use of the tree where this tree can defend them. How to defend them? They were advised to do the shield using this tree. Apa Aristonia? Alstonia. So why this tree? Why not other trees? So actually this tree, when you cut nicely as a shield, or we call it terabai over here, and any sharp machete or sword will get stuck. That's why. Whereas the other tree, for example, if you happen to use billion, one thing is heavy, second thing, the hardwood will bounce the sharp blade, so you will never able to grab hold of the machete. With this, when the machete gets stuck, you just twist your shield and they might loosen from your enemies. Therefore, you can strike back. So from then on, we start to use this to make our shield.
So what we do when we bring tourists, these are the kind of stories that the tourists like to hear. All right, storytelling, relate, what happened in the forest to our life, and our life we learn a lot of things from the forest.
Out of the forest and on to the beach. Stunning scenery. The return journey. Back at the camp, everyone started preparing dinner. Sarawak guides must know how to cook because in certain tours they have to cook for their guests. These include the ever popular bamboo cooking, panso. The panso is ready when steam can be seen coming out. The yummy panso is ready. A birthday celebration for one of the trainees. During the night, a turtle came ashore to lay eggs. After it left, the park rangers collected the eggs. The eggs were then carefully placed in a pail. The eggs were then brought to the hatchery and carefully buried and duly recorded. They have to be placed according to how they were found. The eggs will take 45 to 60 days to hatch. Turtle landing season usually lasts from March to October. The sex of the turtles is determined by the temperature of the sand where the legs are buried. The hatchery. Also during the night, some baby turtles were hatched. In the morning, they were taken to the beach to be released.
And the female turtle always come back here to lay the eggs. When you release it here, they always come back. You think that we are very smart. We have this technology, yeah? They have better one. The turtle has been around for what, 100,000 years?
That means they are hatched here, they will come back to lay their eggs here.
Yeah, very important.
Kita release. Sebab itulah bila kita release anak penyu, kita tidak boleh release direct to pada air. Kita kena letak di atas pantai. Jadi dalam masa yang sama yang akan berangkat berhenti. Ya bukan sebabnya lelah, tapi nya kena simpan memori,
magnetic field. Something to do with the magnetic
Ya,
field.
imprinting lah termnya tadi.
It will be 30 years later that they come back to lay eggs. But the males will not return to land in their entire life. On the way back to Kuching, the trainees were asked to do reflections of what they have learned.
The real jungle is, how the forest is, the primary forest. When you can see the label of the forest.
But we are lucky this morning we can join them to release the baby turtle. It's quite interesting, new experience. And we get to learn how they release the baby turtle to the sea.
As a guide, from a guide perspective, enables you to build rapport with your clientele because there's not much distractions. You don't have internet connection. You won't be busy checking WhatsApp messages or.
After all the fun, don't forget about the exams.
It's coming soon. We are going to have our class on the 4th of July. Night time 7:30.
Will this fella make it to adulthood? Only 1% or less can make it.